Hello and welcome to another new episode of Learning Simplified. And today in this tutorial, we are going to know a little bit in depth on this pen tool. And in this concern, we will be learning about importing images into our project. So stay tuned. Now in this part, in the very beginning, we would like to work on with the images. This is the first time that we are practically working on with the images, and that is why we have imported an image into our project. I have used this image from Pixabay, and the details of this image, the link to this particular image is been provided into our description box below. Now at the beginning, first of all, let's delete this and let's pretend that there's practically no image into our project. And there is some kind of tuning up that I have made. If we get to a new document, we can see that the default view is practically a portrait, not a landscape. So instead of a portrait view, I have made some changes right over here. I have practically reoriented the portrait view into the landscape view. The width is being taken as 1280 pixels by 720 pixels. And rest of them are being intact, so I have made no changes anywhere else, just in the dimension of this document that I have created. And in case if we wish to import an image into our project, we can do so from this import option right from here, or instead we may get straight to that image and we may click and drag it onto our Inkscape document and leave it. And once we leave our left mouse button, we can see that there comes this dialog box, and from here we may choose the various options related to that particular image. So there goes the image DPI. It is practically using from file, not the default import resolution, and the image rendering mode is none. So I won't be making any kind of changes right over here. Instead, I'll be just clicking this OK, and I can see that the image is being imported into our project, the same cat image. And once I have done it, the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to click on this lock. So once this lock icon is been clicked, and now if we wish to resize the dimension of the image, we can see that everything is proportionate and everything is maintained here. The aspect ratio is maintained such that there's no disruption in the dimension of this particular image. So that is why I have locked this image here to maintain this aspect ratio. And in the next case, we will be selecting this pen tool right over here. In our previous tutorial, I have detailed something about this pen tool, a very few or feeble of it. The thing that I need to mention here, that once you choose this pen tool here, you can see that on this extreme top left corner there are practically three options. Among them, the first one is been selected. This is the regular Bezier path. So if we wish to create any shape, we may do it instantly right over here. There is practically no such disorientation into the selection path, and it is flowing in the same way as we wish right over here. So we have done up to this, but press the backspace if you do not need to use any particular node that you have skipped. So for say that this is the current node right over here and we do not wish to use it, so I can press this backspace to disable it, and now I can create some different altered shape that we wish to create right over here. Now everything has been done and the point of origin is now reached. Whenever we reach to the origin point, it will be turning into a red square. And once this red square is seen, the next thing that we are going to do, we are going to click on it. And we can see that the complete image path is being drawn. Another thing is, if we do not wish to create actually a definite shape, instead of a shape, we wish to maintain a particular path, then that thing can also be taken care of. All you need to do, you need to draw the path and then you need to press or hit enter. And once you hit enter, you can see that there goes the line or curve which has been created in the process practically. This is not a complete shape. This is an incomplete shape, and that is why both the points, this is the point of origin. So this point of origin and the terminal point are never the same. They are practically different. This is a complete path right over here. So this is the difference between a complete shape and a complete path right over here. So both of them are being taken care of in the second case. In the next case, after choosing this pen tool, we can see that this is the second part here which creates some kind of spiro path. What does it exactly mean? If we choose this option here and if we start clicking, we can see that a definite circular path is being created instead of a regular Bezier path. There it goes. We can see that this will be the result. So this individual option is useful in some particular cases, like if you are creating any kind of floral design. In that particular case, you may choose this option here, this spiro path, this create spiro path option. But instead, if you wish to specify some particular shape out of an image where irregular shape objects might evolve out, might pop out, in that particular case, it is always better to use this regular Bezier path instead of this floral spiro path. Right on.